So people have been asking me what MIDI keyboard should they get. Is the Novation Launchkey Mini MK4 the best? Or is the Arturia minilab 3 still what they need? Stick with me to find out more. These are two of the best budget MIDI keyboards out there, so people are obviously asking themselves, what should I get? We will break down some key information in comparison of these two boards. As I stated in one of my previous videos, I have a list of values that I use to judge a MIDI keyboard device. First thing is always the key feel. The Arturia is the best here. There is no contest and everybody knows it. The keys are quite large for a 25 keys device. They have a good weight to them. They are not weighted, so don't confuse the two. And they just feel good when playing. The key travel is bigger than on the Novation, which makes it more satisfying when pressing it. No latency or obvious flaws in the construction. You can also judge the sound the keyboard makes. The Novation, on the other hand, has middle of the pack keys in my opinion. The Mini has tiny keys, sometimes making it a bit hard to play on them. They don't have the weight the minilab has and are generally weaker. They do feel precise, no latency and very sensitive. Also, you can judge the noise by yourself. You can leave a comment in the description of what noise you prefer between the two and why. Novation has the non-mini version of the launchkey with bigger keys, but I don't have that version, so I can't actually compare here. I will do that in another category, so stay tuned. Next is DAW integration, and here things start to look a bit different. Let's take it one at a time. The Arturia minilab has released in 2022. It does come with support for all your major DAWs, but it is a bit clunky if you ask me. Let's take some features in Ableton, as this is my main DAW. Launching clips is a bit hard in the DAW mode of the keyboard. Sure, if you press a pad, it simply launches the clip as you would expect, but after closing it, you can only launch another one after some time, and if you already have the arm button on. If you want to do this on the MIDI device itself, you actually waste another pad to assign it to arm the track. With the launch key you can do this instantaneously, and with no fuss. If you press the pad, it automatically puts the track into arm mode and starts recording. Note that it only works with MIDI type tracks, which is kind of strange to me. They should do that feature for audio tracks as well, in case you want to mix in some vocals with your MIDI playing. And also have a button or an option to disable it for those people who don't want it. The use of the shift button on the minilab to access the transport control buttons is unintuitive as well. Having dedicated buttons right there to push is what you need and what you get on the launch key. I like how they both integrate their screens to show what you are controlling within the DAW, but the one thing I think tops it up for the Novation is the fact that you can get multiple presets tailored to the exact plugin you are using. Store that with the help of the components part of the Novation website and you are off to the races. It's just that easy. No more tinkering with the MIDI mapping button in Ableton. The launch key also comes with more software bundled, so you can start producing right away. Hands down, the launch key is the software category winner. Next we have controls. Even though the launch key doesn't have the sliders provided with the minilab 3, which I have to add I really like, it still has a lot of buttons to make your life easier. The already mentioned transport controls, the shift button for adding functionality, more pads, make this the winner in this category as well. As for build quality, they are both pretty good, but the minilab is just a tank. You know that when you put it in your backpack, it will hold up to any beating. Even though it's plastic, it doesn't flex and it's durable. You can't say that for the launchkey. Even though it is tough, I feel like I need to treat it with more care. The ultimate comparison for some might be the amount of money you put into your keyboard. Being budget devices, I think the less you spend, the better. The difference between the minilab 3 and the launchkey MIDI is obvious. Arturia put a really good price on the minilab with all the great perks that come with it. The difference is even bigger when comparing it with the launchkey without the mini tag attached. The version with the bigger and probably better, more comparable keys. If you ask me, the incredible DAW integration combined with all the controls and streamlined workflow just take the cake in this comparison. My choice is the Novation Launchkey Mini MK4. That being said, the Arturia is still one of the best budget MIDI keyboards out there. With its small price tag, many features and software bundled, it is hard not to buy it even after 3 years from release. If anything, these two companies should learn from each other and give the consumers the most sought after functions. On the software side, it is definitely possible. But at the end of the day, these are MIDI keyboards and you must plug them into your PC to get sounds. If you are interested in my build, check out this video. Cheers!